Have you ever noticed when a man gets into a relationship today, he starts losing parts of himself? The gym sessions fade, the boys' nights disappear, the hobbies, the freedom, the peace, it all gets traded away. And we call that sacrifice. We tell men that's just what love requires. But what if it wasn't true? What if this pattern, this slow erosion of male identity, isn't just accidental? What if it's engineered? Conditioned, trained, a strategy used by women to control their partners without ever raising their voice. Don't believe it? Here's the blueprint, straight from the source.
Call me toxic, but I feel like any guy you're in a relationship with needs to be a little bit afraid of you. Not like aggressive way, but like afraid that you're gonna leave him. Because when he knows that to be in your life actually requires a premium membership, he's gonna make sure that he always shows up with full payment. And I don't mean by money, I'm talking about like energy, commitment, effort, time, love, quality time, affection, all of those good ingredients. He needs to know that you're not for everyone and anyone. You're going to walk away when something doesn't go your way or a standard or a value is not being met. He needs to know that this is a very exclusive club. To be a part of your life is probably the most exclusive club in this planet. And you don't allow just anyone willy-nilly walking in. No, because you're not like that with yourself. You're not like that with your friends. You make sure everybody knows that you are on your own stuff, that you value your own values. That is how you dictate your life. You're not reactive. You actually take action. You respond to things. You don't react to them. And when he acts a little bit shady or he's not doing something that he's supposed to do, you need to be able to be like, all right, I'm going to do my own thing. Now, that doesn't mean you walk away entirely, but that means like you actually pull back your energy and you put it towards yourself because someone is not giving you the full payment for the membership.
The first thing she says is, call me toxic. That's exactly what this is. Emotional control disguised as standards. She lays out a strategy, a method to gain power through silence, pressure, and emotional leverage. Do you notice that everything she talked about was designed only to keep her happy? Isn't a relationship supposed to be about the happiness of both parties? And this isn't rare. This is extremely common in relationships today, where the modern playbook is used by women to keep their partners on a tight leash, trained like a dog, rewarded when he serves, kept in line through guilt, distance, and emotional consequences. The root of this control system is simple: fear. She builds a system designed to keep you afraid that if you don't measure up, she'll leave, shut down, or make your life emotionally miserable. It starts slowly. You tell her you're catching up with the boys this weekend. She goes quiet. Later that night, she seems off. Short answers, distant eyes. You ask if something's wrong. She says, I just thought we'd spend time together this weekend. That shift in tone tells you everything. You've disappointed her. Next time the boys ask, you hesitate. You say you're busy. You're not. You're just learning that her moods matter more than your freedom. You decide to hit the gym after work. You're feeling good, focused. She texts while you're mid-set. Wish I mattered as much as your workout. You come home and find her sulking, slamming doors harder than usual. The message is clear. She's angry, but she won't say it directly. You cancel your next session. She softens. You mention you're playing golf this weekend. A few hours to reset your mind, clear your head. She pauses. Her expression shifts. That night, she's distant. The next morning, she picks a fight over nothing. Your tone, the dishes, the way you breathed. It's not about what happened. It's about making sure you know she's not happy. You're standing there wondering what just happened, and she's already in tears. You always need space, she says. I just don't feel like I matter. The weekend plans change. You cancel the game. You stay close. You reassure her. She softens, the storm passes, you survived it. And now the lesson is locked in. You forget something small, or didn't meet her expectations for a special occasion. She stares at the gift or the message and says, Do you even know me? Her eyes go glassy. Her voice gets sharp. You brace yourself for the next 24 hours. You apologize. You make it up to her. She melts, crisis averted. Not every man's situation matches these examples exactly, but the pattern is always the same. To keep her happy, you learn to bend. These moments build the system. Each reaction becomes a lesson. When you comply, she's affectionate. When you challenge her, the affection disappears. She doesn't always punish with silence or through fights. Sometimes she uses language. A real man would. If you were serious about me, it's never framed as control. It's a test of your worth. And you pass by doing exactly what she wants. Sex follows the same pattern. You agree with her, and suddenly she's in the mood. You stand your ground, and she has a headache, or she's too stressed. The intimacy vanishes until you correct yourself. It's not random. It's reward and punishment, calculated through emotional availability. Once you learn that love, sex, and connection depend on obedience, the leash tightens. In her mind, this isn't cruelty, it's correction. She rewards compliance and withdraws connection when you step out of line. Or, if you didn't meet her standard, she pulls back her energy like a subscription service you failed to renew. So you adjust. Plans get cancelled before she asks. Thoughts get filtered to avoid setting her off. Your world contracts, one quiet compromise at a time. This isn't love, it's nervous system conditioning. You trade freedom for emotional safety and truth for approval. Eventually, you start to ask permission to do the things you were once able to do. It starts to feel less like a relationship and more like a child trying to please his mother, careful not to upset her, earning approval with good behavior and avoiding punishment by staying small. The fear rewires you. Being replaced, shut out, or waking up next to someone punishing you in silence or picking a fight. She may or may not state the rules, but she enforces them through mood and distance. Sometimes through silence, sometimes by creating tension out of nothing, just to make sure you're still trying to earn peace. You learn the pattern. Please her and you breathe. Resist and you drown. That's the leash. You abandon the things that energize you. She praises sacrifice and punishes self-direction. Through that loop, she reshapes you, turning strength into submission, leadership into obedience. She gains control through emotion, instability, and the quiet fear of losing everything if you stop performing. Step back for a moment. This is the reality for countless men in long-term relationships. They give up the habits, hobbies, routines, and friendships that once brought them joy, just to meet the standards of the woman they're with. Piece by piece, they hand over everything that once made them feel alive. And it doesn't happen through force, and it doesn't happen overnight. It happens gradually, through pressure, through guilt, through the constant fear of emotional fallout. Until one day, the version of themselves that used to exist is long gone, and all that's left is someone carefully shaped to avoid conflict. Most men do this with full conviction. They call it sacrifice. They say it's part of being a good partner, part of making her happy, part of being a man. They accept the shrinking of their life as the definition of a healthy relationship. At that point, they no longer exist. They submit fully with the misguided belief that giving up their freedom was the price of keeping her. If you found this video insightful, you might like another one on a similar topic. Click on the thumbnail to watch or keep exploring. Also, please comment, like, and subscribe to the channel.